a different trip this year, we decided to enter the Victorian High Country on the eastern side at Mansfield and travel in a generally easterly direction to a place on the Victorian-New South Wales border known as Groggin. Our path so far has us leaving Mansfield to camp at Buttercup Creek for night 1 before spending the second night on the Cobbler Plateau. Night 3 was at our highest campsite ever at Picture Point, just north of Lovick's Hut. After that, it was a run down the Butcher Country track for a campsite on the Macalister River for night 4. We pick up, still on day 5, after leaving the Pinnacles to begin our descent down Billy Goat Bluff track. And we're about to go down Billy Goat's Bluff for the second time in our lives. It's a very steep 2 kilometre plus descent on a very narrow ridge line. You look out either side, you can see down, and it's been graded. It's not the difficult track it used to be. It's just a long low range track, but it's very scenic and it's fun to do, and we're heading there now. Somebody coming up. There's a bunch of somebody's coming up. The preliminary bits of the track are interesting. Ooh, do I really want to go through there where 35-inch tyres have gone? I don't think so. We'll go around that. Yep. It's a bypass the shitty bit track. Man, it's got to know his limitations. This is sort of the start of it, in so much as I'm in low range first gear. We've got a couple of ups and downs before we actually start plummeting. It does produce some nice views if you get the time to lollygag out the window. Out there, for instance. more churned up than the last time I remember it. Yeah, it's just a downhill track. How's that view though? Yeah, this is a much bigger deal than it used to be. There's the hill you can see from the tower. trouble with that bloody transmission locker. If you go too slow, it stalls the murder. So you're forced to travel with it off and use your brakes to go even slower than low range will let you. Fun coming up this. Also a howling gale last time we did it too. The trees were all blown all over the shop. Filmed it, but we just had to pull off to the side of the road while two other vehicles came up and went past us. It's interesting. Oh. Reprieve for a few minutes. at the helipad. Now we go up for a little while up to the helipad. Billy Goats has got everything. So this is what the up section from the other guys are doing feels like. Ugh. Going up, you've only got like a millisecond to pick your line. Helipad. Wow. You'd actually want to land a helicopter there is another thing. And what goes up must come down. Again. It opens out down here, but 500 metres from the river. I think that's all the bastard bits. The rest of it's just very steep downhill. Flat gravel road shite like this.
They're in for a treat, aren't they?
They certainly are. See the bottom, there's a meadow over there associated with Dargo. And that is Billy Goat Bluff track. second attempt at it. Or not attempt, a second conquest of it. Well, it's the 29th of December. We're camped up at a place called the Black Flat camping area, about 17 k's north of Dargo, and we're coming a day off today, and we're coming into Dargo. Left the tent set up and come into Dargo to do some shopping, hopefully get a shower, have a counter lunch and some fuel. Dargo is an absolutely stunning bit of Australia. Town limits, in the middle of everywhere. It certainly is. It's a great place to base yourself and explore this great area. It's got the greatest pub.
Great old buildings.
Great old buildings, yeah. Time's the tip open. They've gone to the trouble of decorating the trees with the Christmas bows. In high season, i.e. now, the place is just wall to wall four-wheel drives. I've got to get fuel first up. And we're here. We were here at around 9:30, before the pub was open, and it's probably the only time I've seen the front of it while not obscured by four-wheel drives. This pic from an earlier trip shows what is normal during the tourist season. The pub interior was likewise deserted when we entered at opening time, but by the time we'd had a shower and a feed, the place was pumping, with people having to wait for free tables if they wanted to sit inside. Certainly is a popular place, and I can know why. Great food, great atmosphere. Well, we just left our camping site at Black Flat. Absolutely glad to get out of there. Dogs, everything I hate about campgrounds. Dogs, kids, chainsaws, wankers with douche music.
Chainsaws at 8:30 at night.
Yeah. And heading north up the upper Dargo track. Eventually winding our way past Dog's Grave and down to up Murdering Spur track more and onto Dawson City. Another glorious day. It's the 30th of December 2021. Very close to saying goodbye to this shitty year as well. Better than 2020, but hopefully not as good as 22. A gnarly bit of Murdering Spur track. ride the brakes all the way down. Even low range first isn't low enough. Unfortunately, when the sun causes a reflection on the windscreen, my little camera sees it as an object and locks its focus there. That fault will go on to ruin some memorable footage later when we cross the Murray River. It's very bloody annoying. Back on the brakes. Yeah, this is every bit as good as Billy Goat's. Another pinstripe. Fiddling with the camera while you're driving. G'day. George, the jungle. Look out for that tree. Track. And a river. It is a goanna.
Wow.
I couldn't make it if it's a stick or goanna at first. There you go.
Running uphill.
Don't chase me.
He's picking it up.
Off you go into the scrub. Sorry mate, he was sunning himself out on the track.
Sorry, Davey. Get back.
Okay, we've come to a river crossing that looked daunting. I couldn't see the bottom. It didn't look like it was rocky. So I actually got out and walked it. First river crossing, water crossing I've ever walked. And I didn't film any of it. First 3 metres or so are mud, then it's all rock and doesn't get above my knee height. So easy peasy Japanese. Away we go. Just this muddy section. Give us some berries, get past that. Piece of piss. Alright, we're into it. Knee height puts it just up level with my door sills. And we've been in deeper than that. Now I think I have to go up there. Yes. Well, that killed 10 minutes or so. Nice bit of river. Oh, we might go to... Oh shit. Yeah, there's just enough room for a Land Cruiser to get past there. Okay. don't think we'll hold it right there. What I'm about to drive into will see 2.25 hours pass before we're free of it. I should have taken a little more notice of the scrape marks of a diff from someone who's gone before me. The next episode has the details and footage of the whole ordeal, so don't miss it.